All right, we're going to go on a journey. Not to some faraway place, but somewhere you are every single day, yet you've probably never actually seen it, inside the walls of your own home. We're going to follow the hidden path of one single electrical cable.
You know, we're surrounded by this invisible network, kind of like a circulatory system for power. But how does it all work so safely? What keeps things from going wrong? Well, it turns out it's no accident at all.
The way your home's wiring is installed, it's like a carefully choreographed adventure. It's governed by a very specific set of rules, and there's one unsung hero at the center of it all. So, first things first, let's meet our protagonist, the everyday electrical cable. Okay, so let's meet the non-metallic sheathed cable, or NMB for short. Now, you might know it by its common brand name, Romex. This flexible, plastic-coated cable, it's the absolute workhorse of home wiring, and its entire life is governed by a rulebook, the National Electrical Code, or NEC, specifically Section 334.
So our cable starts out as just a simple coil. Its mission is to travel from the breaker panel all the way to an outlet, a switch, or a light fixture. And its path, well, it leads directly through the wooden skeleton of your house.
The first steps seem pretty simple, right? An electrician drills holes through the center of the wall studs and then very carefully threads our NMB cable through them. And the key word here is carefully. I mean, any little nick or scrape on its outer jacket could compromise safety way down the line.
Now, this journey is not a free-for-all. There's a law of the land here. Every single twist, turn, and anchor point is dictated by that rulebook, the NEC, to ensure one thing above all else: safety.
And look, these aren't just some arbitrary rules. They represent the collected wisdom from over a century of electrical work. A lot of it learned the hard way, unfortunately. It's all designed to prevent fires and protect people. They turn a simple installation into a system that's built to last.
So what's one of the most critical rules? Well, it comes down to this single crucial number: 1¼ inches.
This rule comes from NEC Section 300.4. So why that specific distance? Because the code anticipates the future. It knows that one day you might want to hang a picture or install a shelf, and it makes sure a standard drywall screw won't accidentally puncture that cable, creating a huge hazard.
But, of course, that raises a good question. Sometimes, because of plumbing or other stuff in the wall, a wire just can't be run through the center of a stud. Well, the code has a plan for that too.
It's simple. If that 1¼ inch buffer zone can't be maintained, the cable has to be shielded. It needs physical protection against any future nails and screws. Seriously, think of it as body armor for your wiring.
All right, so it's not just about protecting the cable where it passes through the wood, it's also about how it's supported along its entire run.
And this is that body armor we were talking about, a simple, tough steel plate called a nail plate. If a cable is too close to the edge, an electrician just hammers one of these over it. Now, if you try to drive a screw in that spot, you'll hit steel, not a live wire. Simple, but incredibly effective.
The rules for support are just as specific. According to NEC 334.30, the cable can't just flop around in the wall. It has to be secured with a staple or a clamp at least every 4½ feet and within 12 inches of entering any box. Oh, and the bends also have to be gentle curves, not sharp right angles, to protect those delicate wires inside. So, our cable has navigated the wall cavity, it's avoided all the hazards, and it's properly supported. Now it has arrived at its destination, the electrical box for an outlet or a switch.
But the journey isn't quite over, and these final few inches are, you could argue, the most critical parts. A poor connection right here can lead to overheating, and that's a major cause of electrical fires. This is where precision is absolutely everything.
The final steps are meticulous. The outer sheath is carefully stripped back, exposing the insulated wires inside without nicking them, which is key. Then, a special clamp securely fastens the cable to the box itself. That prevents it from ever being pulled out by accident.
Every single one of these steps, from drilling that first hole to tightening the final screw, is designed to create a connection that's mechanically strong and electrically sound, making sure it works safely and reliably for the entire life of the home.
And just like that, our hero's journey is done. It is transformed from a simple coil of wire into a vital part of a protected, rule-governed system ready to safely power all of our lives.
So the next time you flip a switch, maybe you'll think of that hidden journey. It kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other invisible, rule-bound systems are all around us, working perfectly in the background, that we completely take for granted?